Hello, gorgeous. I'm so glad you're here. Back in March, I decided to decorate some old ornaments. I used the film harvested from the CDs to cover the ornaments and held on to the plain discs for another purpose. After perusing Pinterest for several weeks and letting ideas stew in the back of my mind, I finally decided it's time to use the CDs to make decorative Suncatchers. I picked up these gems at Walmart. I was hoping for gems that would be more reflective or light responsive, but this is what my local store had in stock. I thought there would be a variety of colors and shapes, but I was dismayed to find the shapes were all the same colors and sizes. However, this probably worked out in my favor, as we'll see later in the video. I knew I wanted some light coloring to the CDs, so I began by attempting to make my own makeshift alcohol ink. I used an old contact lens case and colored on the bottom with Sharpie, then used a cotton swab dipped in rubbing alcohol to soak up the color. Although this did deposit some color onto the plastic, as I made more Suncatchers, I found it easier to scribble on the CD itself with the Sharpie, then use an alcohol-soaked cotton swab to smooth out the scribbles. I then began laying out the gems on the CDs. When I was satisfied with the placement, I glued them down using school glue. I found it easier to place the gem upside down on my left middle finger, apply the glue, and then place the upside down CD on top of it. The CD being clear really helped here, as it allowed me to see where I was placing the gem. A slow drying glue is a good idea here, as it allows for last minute adjustment of the gems if necessary. Many times it appeared the gems would fit snugly together, and then as I placed the last one, I realized there was a 1/4 of an inch of open space. As the glue had not yet dried, I was able to move the gems, and once I was satisfied with their placement, I set them aside to dry. The next day I came back to attach gems to the other side. This is where it's a good thing that there is not a variety of different colors and sizes in the gems. It allowed me to have enough of each size and color to make double-sided Suncatchers without having to buy multiple containers of gems. I cut a piece of ribbon measuring 12 inches and then glued it in place and put a gem over it to hide the raw edges. By this point, I am suspicious that the school glue hasn't dried completely despite being left overnight. I'm not sure if it's due to inadequate air circulation due to 2 layers of plastic being glued together, or if this is the nature of school glue, or the fact that this school glue is a few years old at this point. I found it in a drawer a few days ago and decided to start using it. A few of the gems that didn't use a lot of glue popped off and had to be reattached. After making a few Suncatchers, I switched to Mod Podge, and hopefully that'll work better than school glue. I had to switch from using the squeeze bottle of school glue to applying it with a paintbrush because squeezing the bottle repeatedly was hurting my hand so much. I do plan on spraying the Suncatchers with a coat of Mod Podge sealer spray, but as today is the last sunny day we are set to have this week, I wanted to show these off in the sunshine. I don't plan on hanging them up outside as I don't think they're suited to survive in the elements even if they are sealed. I'll hang them in a window. Luckily, most of the windows in my home face south, so we get lots of natural light. Here are the finished results. I like them, and I look forward to seeing them hanging in a window. I plan on making a few more. I can't decide which one I like the most. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and of course, stay crafty.